Welcome back to Beat the Bookie, the podcast we bring you each and every week where we try to put some paper in your wallet as part of the upper tier on the Dynamo Podcast Network on YouTube. Before we get into the tips from the lads off the network this week, let's run down through the fixtures. Obviously, kicking off tonight, Newcastle versus Leeds. Very interesting game. Both teams under pressure, managers under pressure, need to get a good win out of it. Should be a great match. 12:30 tomorrow, Wolves versus Brentford again. Really, really good match coming up. Brentford doing so well. Wolves on the back of a win, looking to carry on their good form. Brentford obviously looking to recover from that late goal against Brighton, but should be okay. Burnley versus Arsenal, massive game, of course, for both managers. Dyche in trouble down at the bottom. Arsenal picking up a win against Norwich last week of 1-0. Didn't really tell the tale of the tape, but again, Pookie had a great chance towards the end to equalise. Arsenal not taking their chances. Liverpool versus Palace at 3 o'clock. Really, really good game. Hopefully Liverpool can continue their form. Let's see how they do. Changes being rang out again, I'd imagine, on the back of a very good Champions League win against AC Milan. Man City versus Southampton. Norwich versus Watford. And then your 5:30 is Aston Villa versus Everton. Game I'm really looking forward to. Should be a very open game with plenty of goals. Moving on to Sunday, we got Brighton versus Leicester. Potter versus Rodgers should be very interesting. And then we've also got West Ham versus Man United. Obviously, West Ham missing Mikel Antonio, big factor in that game. And obviously, United will be looking to bounce back from a poor result against Young Boys in midweek in the Champions League. And then we round out the weekend probably with the fixture of the weekend in London Derby, Tottenham versus Chelsea. Interesting to see Kane versus Lukaku, who's going to come out on top there. Will Chelsea give away a few goals? Will Tottenham be strong enough to score a couple, or will Chelsea run out? Listening to Darren last night when we did the Premier League preview that we dropped today, he suggested that Chelsea could win by a good few goals here, maybe 2 or 3. He also check out that Premier League preview as well. He also dropped a couple of draws in there that you might want to include in your bets. Sounded very interesting when he had broken it down. Let's get into some of the tips for the weekend then. Mark was on, our resident referee, always comes on. He loves the old goal scorer bets, of course. So he sent me in Salah, Vardy, and Ronaldo all to score 7-1. Seems a great price for these three in a bet, Then he also said a 14-1 throw Lukaku in there. So you'd have Salah, Vardy, Ronaldo, and Lukaku at 14-1. Seems like a great price again. All these guys banging form at the moment. Vardy as well, always good for a goal with Leicester. I had a look at that and I added to it and I threw in Danny Ings as well. And if you throw Ings in, it moves the bet up to 36-1. Now I know you're extending it out. You're looking for what 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 goal scorers. So it's always difficult. Like even to get 3 or 4 is good going, but to get 5 is normally a stretch. But again, Ings, he's always good for a goal, So 36-1 seems like a great price for that. Greg sent in his accumulator, Greg from Retrotainment and Retrotainment Recast, and on the Slab, the horror show that's on the network. He picked out Wolves, Liverpool, Man City, Man United, and Chelsea 8-1. Again, seems like a very, very good bet. Wolves might be the only one that's a little bit iffy there, but the others should all run out winners, I would imagine. Ted came on. Ted again from Retrotainment Recast. He picked out Ronaldo. This was his Man United bet builder. Ronaldo anytime, Man United to win. United to win the second half and Souček to be booked is 14-1. Seems like a tidy little bet builder there from Ted. So good luck with that one, guys. And he also sent in a Zaka as well. So if you want to get on this, you're going to have to get on it quick. It's Wolves, Leeds, Arsenal, Watford, and Leicester. Works out at about 82-1. So great odds there. A lot of toys to get right. I think the Leeds one could be a little bit iffy. I think Arsenal could be tough down at Burnley. Wolves could be a little bit iffy. Watford. So there's a couple of interesting ones there. But again, if you don't take the risk on those, you're not going to get the odds. As always, bet responsibly and gamble responsibly. Don't be gambling with any money that you can't afford to lose. Always do it just for the enjoyment and don't chase the losses. That's the only advice we can give you. This has been this week's Beat the Bookie on the Dynamo Podcast Network. Head over to YouTube, smash that subscribe and bell notification button. Audio versions of the show are available through Spotify, Podbean, Apple iTunes, wherever you pick up audio version, you'll find us there. And if you want to contact the show, First of all, hit a like on the video when you watch it. Obviously, subscribe and share, but also drop your comments into the video and let us know what your thinking is for betting this weekend. Also, head over to Facebook and Instagram. You'll find us there, the upper tier. If you want to contact us on Twitter, at the_upper_tier. And if you want to hit us up anywhere else, you will find us there. Audio versions, video versions. Go check out all the other shows on the network as always. And as always, have a safe weekend. We will chat to you again next week with more tips from Beat the Bookie.